We are 6 months out from playing Hogwarts Legacy, as the game's coming out later this year. And most of you are between the ages of 20 to 35, at least that's what YouTube's telling me. You've got lives, family, children, stuff going on. And I get that. So I have compiled this list of 5 ways to prepare for Hogwarts Legacy so that you are fully ready to go when that game comes out. Now this list is going to take into consideration all forms of gamers, so even if you're casual, just a non-gamer, or a veteran, you are going to gain something from this video. So let's talk about the 5 ways you can prepare for Hogwarts Legacy. Number 5, reread the books or rewatch the movies, or both. Now this is 5th because it's obvious. We're going to be playing a game set in the Wizarding World, so what should you do before you do that? Well, you need to learn about the Wizarding World. I know a lot of you are going to be veteran Harry Potter fans and you know everything, probably even more than me. In fact, in my comment section, I learn things all the time, but we're not talking about my flaws. We're talking about how you can grow to better play the game. So, essentially, it's very simple. The Wizarding World's going to offer you many hours of entertainment, theorizing, speculation. I mean, God, it's a series I've grown from personally so much. So spending that time reading could, 1, grow you as a person, but also it's going to grow your knowledge on just the world we're going to explore. And this is really cool because as a Harry Potter fan, any level, this is something you can do, enjoy, and grow from. You can even experience it with friends and family. I mean, even currently, my daughters and I are reading through the series. They love it. We're on book 3 so far, and their ages are 5 to 11. Number 4, it's a game. Now, I know loads of you have told me that you've went out and purchased PS5s and Xbox X's just to play Hogwarts Legacy. 1, I think that's really badass. You are committed to playing this game, and that's freaking sweet. But you might be a bit dusty at gaming, and hey, that's okay. So I put together a list of RPGs you can play and try out while we wait for the release to build up the muscle memory you used to have or have never had. I mean, part of the game is it being a game. So already having your thumbs used to moving a joystick or clicking a mouse and keyboard is just going to help you with enjoying the first immersive playthrough. For example, if you don't do this step and the game comes out and you spend your first 7 or 8 hours playing Hogwarts Legacy, your thumbs are going to be raw. They are not going to be used to holding a controller that long. Now, where you might want to keep playing, your body is going to tell you, no way, Jose. This is painful. So yeah, I made a list in a list. Stupefy me. Now, the first game is going to be Skyrim. Personally, I have put probably 600 or 700 hours in this game in the last 10 years. Oh wait, is it 11 years now? Yeah, I think it's been out 11 years now. Now, it's a way more RPG than an action RPG, but it's going to give you a very quality, deep quest and story that I think we're going to be able to expect like Hogwarts Legacy is going to have for us. And you can even play a pure wizard build if you want, which I think is really cool. Number 2 is going to be any Assassin's Creed game. There's a lot of them. They have a really cool story, great background. You've got plenty to choose from, everything from pirates to Egyptian to, modern. There's so many different Assassin's Creed games. So you can choose which era you want to play because they're really fun. And number 3 is going to be The Last of Us 2. Now this game has amazing storytelling. They actually got real actors to come and play as the characters. And the story is just fantastic. Like I said, it's won Game of the Year, and it's just amazing. It's not too action-oriented. I mean, there's definitely some action combat aspects to it. It is extremely deep with story, and it has very deep immersion for you. All of these games are going to fill up a lot of free time that you may have and get any gamer or non-gamer up to par with those button mashing, thumb flexibility, and those calluses you might need so that you can be at full wizard gamer power once the game releases. Number 3, find your community. Now this may not come as a surprise to most of you, but here on YouTube, we have a huge community of excellent video creators. Now I've compiled a list in the description of a few. I mean, most make better content than me, but who's competing is the perfect time to follow Hogwarts Legacy creators on all platforms. Whether it's here on YouTube, Twitter, Discords, Instagram, all the grams, all the social media, take the time now to get all your subs and follows in, so once the game actually is out and you're looking for guides or fun challenge playthroughs, hence this channel, to try out for yourself, you can easily go and see your favorite creators. This is one of those that might kinda seem like a duh, HeroCat, this is a scheme to get me to subscribe to your channel. And yeah, do that. But from experience, I can tell you that if you're someone with limited time like myself, then doing the resource building now and not when the game is out, and you're knee deep in becoming the most evil Gryffindor witch the wizarding world has ever seen, as it would just be a hassle to have to go and search and find a whole YouTube channel that's got the guides that fit what you like, just so you can go get some unicorn blood in the Forbidden Forest in the most efficient way. So sub away, and after this video, go check out those other channels and their communities. And hey, if you're a creator and you've made some decent Hogwarts Legacy content, let me know and I'll add you to the list as well below. Number 2, prepare your sleep schedule now, or lack thereof. Once the game comes out and you're running on 4 to 5 hours of sleep, when your body has been getting 7 to 8 solid hours for the last 15 years, yeah, that's going to interfere with your real life commitments. And trust me, you want this game to be fun, but not life impacting fun. So I did the math for you. If you start now on going to bed 2 minutes early every night for the next 5 months, you will slowly get your body used to 2.5 hours less of sleep, which is 2.5 more hours you can commit to being the most badass wizard possible. Totally worth it. Now, if that's not exactly what you have in mind in regards to making time to play, then number 1 will be better overall for you. Number 1, set your agenda. After we know what the release date is for Hogwarts Legacy, you need to immediately tell your significant other, friends, family, and work that you are planning to go super hardcore, and you might be unavailable for a while. Especially, and this is very important, if they are a spouse or a child. You then need to make arrangements to spend as much time with them up until the day the game is set to release, and clearly state, not a gesture, but actually confirm that you will be giving your attention to the game after. I can tell you, unfortunately from experience, here we are again with that, if you skip this super important step, then you will not have the best home life during your play, especially if you don't set an end date for yourself. Now, I'm all about being a healthy gamer and going to bed early, but hey, time flies when you're kicking ass and Avada Kedavering everybody. So, if it's 4 o'clock in the morning and you're like, oh man, my wife has been expecting me in bed for like the last 3 hours, and you think when you get into that bedroom that she's not awake waiting for you, and you're thinking, hey, guess what? I'm gonna jump in bed, go to sleep, and go to work in the morning. Well, my friend, you are wrong. Because the moment you hit that bed, you're gonna get, and why are you still up playing that game? I have been waiting for you. And guess what? You may not sleep at all that night when you have to go to work in the morning. In fact, you might even be late for work. So yes, this is an extremely important step for much more reasons than what I have already given you. And it is going to ensure that it is not impossible for you to transition back into the real world once you've played your fill and written your own story at Hogwarts. So if you think of any other ways that people can prepare for this game, please share them in the comments, as we want to make sure that everyone's got the best possible game plan so they can enjoy the game as much as everyone else. Hey, thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, click the first video above and check out some of my other content. Please like if you liked and sub up if you want to. More content to come soon. Peace!